Lincoln Logs exist because Frank Lloyd Wright refused to pay his own son. And the reason they are named Lincoln Logs is not what you've heard, nor what you're likely to guess. The son was John Lloyd Wright. He grew up in a playroom his father designed, a room marked out with circles and squares on the floor and strewn with toy blocks and wooden construction sets. And as John grew, he decided he wanted to be an architect too, just like his famous father. By his mid-20s, John wanted formal training, but Frank refused to pay for design school. Instead, he offered to mentor the boy himself. And in 1916, that offer took John to Tokyo, where Frank had been hired to build the new Imperial Hotel. The site was a disaster. It was 8 feet of topsoil on 60 feet of soft mud. So Frank engineered a structure that could survive Tokyo's earthquakes using cantilevered beams. But John was not being paid. His father gave him money here and there when he felt like it, but no salary. So John pushed back. By 1918, Frank fired his own son off the biggest job of his career and sent him home. Back in Chicago, with no work, no degree, and his father's name hanging over him, John started making toys out of wood. Toy log cabins already existed. A Vermont company had been selling one since 1866. What John added was the little notch, a flat cut in each end that dropped one log onto the one below and locked it there. It was the cantilever idea that he had learned on the hotel job he was fired from. It was just shrunk down small enough for a child to hold. He called them Lincoln Logs. But not after Abraham Lincoln, or at least maybe not only after him. You see, Frank Lloyd Wright was born Frank Lincoln Wright, and John named the company that made Lincoln Logs Red Square, after his father's trademark. So the name may very well have been a nod to the man who fired him. In the end, he sold the whole thing to the Play School Toy Company in 1943 for $800. John Lloyd Wright never got rich, but he built a toy that outlasted him and the hotel that inspired him. More stories like this every week. Subscribe if you want them.